Hello, Stampin' friends. This is Monica Gilberti with Stampin' with Monica. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Stafford, Virginia. And you are joining me for our July craft along that is called Tractor, Tiding, and Holiday Cheer. And this is basically a craft along that for those a craft along, it is an event that we do once a month, and you could craft along with me if you purchased your kit ahead of time. We provided a kit of with supplies to recreate 8 projects. This is a collaboration with 3 other demonstrator friends. Each one of us designed 2 projects, and we designed basically 2 different classes. One was using the Jolly Holly bundle that you see here, and the other one is using the Tractor & Co. company, hence why it's called Tractor, Tidings, and Holiday Cheer. Okay, so tonight and for the next 3 days, I will come on live and I will show you 2 projects that we created, and 2 projects that are included in the class. Okay, if you purchased the kit, you should have received your tutorial. With that, you could start cutting your designer series paper and preparing all the supplies. The kit for the class, for the event, was including half a pack of the specialty paper, a full pack of these gems, a full bolt of the ribbon that is the gold striped ribbon, as well as half a pack of the Need for Tweed designer series paper, a full pack of these embellishments, and a full bolt of this baker's twine. What we did not provide was die cutting that was related to the bundles, because you could add the bundle at a saving, and if you want to, and you needed the bundles if you wanted to recreate the projects as designed. Okay, so tonight, if you are watching and you would like to craft along, obviously watching the video is free. I'm going live, as I said, tonight, tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday. If you're on my email list, you should have received the times and kind of the schedule. And I can tell you now, I will be live tomorrow, Monday at 4 p.m., Tuesday at 4 p.m., and Wednesday at 7 p.m. And Wednesdays are my regular time to come on and do my Facebook Lives. If you missed the opportunity to register, and you like what you see, I will be offering again the kit. If you will like, I will send all the information through my email, through an email newsletter. So you need to be on my email distribution list in order to receive all the information. And if you're watching, say hi, don't be shy, give me a heart, give me a like, share this video so that your friends could join us and just, enjoy a little bit of crafting on this Sunday evening. It is 7:05 p.m. East Coast, and I see a few eyes, and I see a friend of mine. Hello, Joyce. Thank you for joining us. So glad that you're here. So yes, tonight I'm going to show you 2 projects, and these 2 projects were designed by our friend Kim. And so, as I said, 2 projects, every night, total of 8 projects. Okay, and the projects that we're starting with are designed with the Jolly Holly bundle. This bundle is so fun. We have a photopolymer stamp set with a bunch of sentiments, great for your holiday card making. A few of these images that you can stamp in color, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have a set of dies that will die cut. 1, 2, 3, and 4 will die cut the images, die coordinates. Then we have 2 set of dies that kind of create labels, and we have an extra die, or actually we have an extra die that will die cut the joy, if you would like to do so, and one of the projects will have that. And this is a special die because we have an hybrid embossing folder. Hello, Deb. Thank you for saying hi and for joining us. This embossing folder is called hybrid because you would be able to use it as just a regular embossing, and I will show you tonight how to do that. Or you can combine the embossing folder with the dies and be able to die cut. Let's see if I put it in the correct way. When you put it in your die cutting machine, obviously I'm not doing, oh, it's this side. Let's see. Every time, let me see if this is the side. I think it's, yeah, this is the one, because you want to interlock it. So there we go. If I can find the correct way. I just used it. Okay, let me see. This is the one. So this is how it goes. Let's see if I'm doing it correctly. Well, it will be interlocking right there. It's right here. Oh my golly, it's like, what are you looking at? So basically this will go in, and then you will place your paper, and what this will do will be embossing and cutting at the same time. But this is even even more special, because this will not die cut completely. It will just do some cutting in the paper, but it will not die cut the pieces out. Okay, so I hope I was clear enough. So this is in hybrid embossing folder, or call it hybrid bundle, because it combine the two of them. When you order it, you will receive the embossing folder with the dies together, because they go together. Okay, so let me start with the first project, and the first project is a fun fold card. So the kit that those of you that had the kit, you received the kit, but as I said, we did not provide any of the die cutting of the paper. Okay, so of the designer series paper, or any other die cutting that are included in the bundle. So for this particular card, you would need the Everyday Arches die, because you will need to die cut the designer series paper with it. Okay, also we provide a full detailed PDF tutorial, and that has measurements and pictures and all the details. Okay, so for those of you that got the kit, this is what you got. You got your card base already scored. You got your insert. You got piece of basic white that you will need to die cut the label from the Jolly Holly label, and that will be the small label. This will be provided because it's not included, as I said, and it is cardstock. But this part the tutorial will tell you which die to use. You will do the die cutting for the paper. Okay, there. And then these are the pieces of the designer series paper that you will have to die cut to complete the card. Okay, so off we go. For this specific card, we're using 1 ink pad. That will be Pretty Peacock. Okay, and the sentiments that we are using from the Jolly Holly stamp set is the one that says, may the spirit of the season bring you hope and happiness and love. And then we're using Merry Christmas. Okay, so let's start. As I said, if you have your kit and you want to craft along, you can do so. Let me move everything down here and like that. If you missed the opportunity to register for the kit, you will have an opportunity, and I will talk about it throughout the lives. But the deadline to register for the kit, you can choose to get the entire kit as we offered, or you can choose to order just the kit to recreate one class just with the Jolly Holly, or one class with the Tractor & Co. Okay, please know that the bundle is not included. You can add it at a discount, but it's not included. You will have to have the bundle, especially for this class, because there's going to be a lot of stamping and die cutting that we're not providing. We will give you the cardstock and everything, but you will do that. What we will do is cut the card base, score them for you, prep everything that is not included in the bundles. Okay, so that is all. I'm done chatting, so there we go. So, and also you can just order the PDF tutorial if you have everything already. So I am going to grab my bone folder and start folding. So the first fold, let's start from here. Let's do the first fold, and we're going to do it this way. Okay, and then we're going to fold it down like so, if I did it correctly. And then we're going to fold this one down like so. So it is like a zigzag, and now I'm folding it like this. Okay, so when you look at it, this is what you see. Okie dokie, there we go. So now these are the pieces of the designer series paper that we are using. We're using 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the same size, and this is a smaller one. Okay, when you cut your designer series paper, make sure that you are paying attention to the direction for the leaves, because there's a direction. For this one, it doesn't matter. And this is only one-sided, okay? Remember that. Okay, so for this, I'm going to use my liquid glue, and I'm going to put my glue in the back here, and I'm going to start gluing down my paper. Okie dokie. This paper has been around for a while now and is very versatile. It could be Christmassy, but also for other occasions. Use it every day. I did in the past a class using the hibiscus stamp set, so this is very versatile, and so that's why we decided to use this, because it's very nice. And so we're alternating and basically gluing the designer series paper to the panels, okay, alternating the patterns. Okie dokie. There we go. And then we have the last one to do. And the liquid glue is your friend, because then you can easily position this one, and it gives you a little bit of leeway or a little bit of time to move it around and make sure that everything is the position. Okay, so there we go. This part is done, and this is how it goes. Okie dokie. Now we're gonna take these two arches, we're gonna layer the one that has been cut from the designer series paper. And remember, this will be something that you will have to die cut. Okay, so there we go. And now we're going to have this and this that will go right there, and then we have the label. So let's start stamping. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this. I am not going to glue it down. The reason why is because if I make a mistake, I can always flip it. But if I glue this one down, then I'm stuck. Okay, so make sure that you remember that. So now we are going to use Pretty Peacock. As I said, this is the color that we're using. I'm going to stamp first my Christmas and just make sure. So I want this panel to have the same distance all around. I mean, all three of the edges. So now my Christmas fit perfectly right there. And then I'm going to take my Mary and I can stamp this one right there. Okay? How simple this is, I don't know. More simple than this, I don't think there's anything. So now I decided that I like it. It's the way I wanted it. So now I'm going to glue down this, having the three edges all the same. Okay, and there we are. And now I can flip this and go around, and a little bit of wiggly there. And the first part of stamping is done. And I'm going to put my card in here, and voila. Now, as I said, as part of the packet of supplies, oh, let's finish stamping. So this is the little label, and let me close my adhesive here, liquid glue. And we're going to grab the sentiment. It says, may the spirit of the season, such and such. Okay, thank you, everybody. Hello, Denise. I hope everybody had a nice weekend. Weather was wonderful yesterday. Today here in Stafford, Virginia is pretty yucky. It is raining. And I am dog sitting my, boy, can we call him granddogs? Because my daughter, so this week I won't have Luca, but I will have two dogs to watch, okay? And these are not small dogs at all. And because I'm not familiar, you know, I decided that I didn't want dogs because I didn't want to be, you know, worrying about them if I needed to travel to Italy here and there and everywhere. So now, so my daughter, in order for them to go on vacation, we're watching the dogs. And tonight, this afternoon, I was petting Raya, the female. She's a golden retriever, I think she is. I don't know. Well, for the first time, I found a tick on the dog, and good thing that my husband was home, because he did the surgery. He took it out, took the beast out of the skin, and she was bleeding quite a bit. But yeah, nothing that too many details. But anyways, so here we go. I'm going to wrap around this and do a nice bow. Okay, then I'm taking my scissors, trim it, put them on the side. I'm going to slide this, put this one like such. Okay, love this ribbon. And we are going to kind of want to secure this one down. I'm going to use my dimensionals, obviously, because we need a dimensionals. So I'm going to put one up here and one down here. okay? And then I'm also putting it down like such, okay? And down up here. So this is secured, and this will go on. So now I can put 1 and 2, since I have already a bunch on the 4 there. So I'm putting this label. You can use less dimensionals if you want to, but as you know me, I love my dimensionals. So now I'm putting this down pretty much right here, like such, okay? And then if you want, you can redo your bow. No, I like it this way. Okay, so now basically this is what we have. The card is done. Now the only thing that we have to do is put this panel right here on here. So we're not going to put any adhesive on the bottom. We're going to stay on this edge, and I'm going to put, this is what I'm going to do, 1 there, 1 there, okay? So I know. But then I'm going to put 2 in the middle right there. This is me. You can use regular adhesive, liquid glue. You could do that if you wanted to. It's up to you, but this is how I always do it, because if I mess up, then I can always lift my dimensionals. If I use the regular glue, then it's not going to be so. So here we go. This is our nice card. It is a nice fun fold, right? And now we're going to embellish it with some of these berries. They were a hot commodity last year, and we're going to use them for these projects since they were available. And you can choose to put the white or the color one. I'm going to show you the one that is the picture from the tutorial, the original, and I'm going to show you. And for this one, I'm going to do it this way. Okay, so this is your project. We're going to trim this. And in the class, you get to make 1 of each of the projects, a total of 8. We have fun folds and boxes and all kind of stuff. So this is the one that I'm showing you now, but this is what it is shown in the tutorial. So the difference between putting the clear berries or the red, you get an entire pack, so you can do whatever you want. So I'm going to give you the option, okay, show you the difference. Okay, so now let's move on to the second project. That it's another beautiful project, and for this one I want to because the embossing was not provided, because you needed to have the embossing folder, obviously. So these are the pieces that you have if you got the kit, or you will have if you want to get the kit. So a card base in cherry cobbler, the insert, a layer of gold foil, and this label right here. This yet is still another die cut from the arches, the everyday arches. So that is the label. And this is what you would need. You would need to cut this paper from your half a pack of your paper, okay? And measurements were sent in the tutorial, or you will have measurement sent to you with the tutorial if you choose to sign up for the class or the PDF tutorial. Now, let me show you something. I didn't want to emboss ahead of time and show you how to do it. The ink that we're using is cherry cobbler, so 1 ink, very simple. And if you don't have cherry cobbler, you can even use your red or any other color that you like. Now, when we are embossing, mostly, and I'm just talking about something that has only one side, okay? So pay attention. When you put it down, this is the side that will emboss. So you want the side that need to be embossed facing you, okay? It would not matter if you had a regular cardstock. You can put it down and then just a sheet of cardstock, because you can always flip it because you have both sides, okay? So what we're doing, we are putting our paper inside, and I'm using this line, black line, to help me put it down straight. Then this will be the where is it? You will need the plate or base 1 and the plate number 4. Okay, you will run it inside your die cutting machine, and I'm just gonna go do it now. Okay, put everything in the machine, put it under, and then run it. And remember, when you are running whichever, it doesn't matter if you're using a 3D embossing folder or a regular embossing folder, you always want the spine to go first. Okay, so that is a tip or a reminder for you. So we're running it into the machine, and this is what we have coming out. Look how beautiful this embossing is. Okay, suggestion is not to run it back and forth, otherwise the paper might crack a little bit. Okay, so we have 1, 2 pieces. Now we're going to just stamp on here. This is another easy card, but so elegant, and you can replicate these and make a bazillion of these if you're starting to plan your Christmas card making. Okay, so we're getting our cherry cobbler, and the sentiment that we're using from the stamp set is the one that says bright and happy Christmas wishes. Okay, so I'm going to grab my stamp and ink it, and then I'm going to stamp in the middle and toward my left there. Okay, easy peasy, nice and easy. Then I'm gonna take my paper trimmer, and I'm just gonna basically cut off the stitching part at the end. Okay, you could use your trimmer, or you can use scissors. Now mine moved, so I'm gonna hold it down. There you go, and do it better. Okay, so you cut it off, and this is what we have. Now let's assemble. We're gonna grab our card base, and that you will get, or you got already scored for you. We're gonna grab our bone folder right there. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab this piece of designer series paper, and I'm gonna glue it down flat on my card base. Okay, I'm gonna do it this way because I don't need a ton. Okay, and I'm gonna offset it like such. Okay, easy peasy. Then we're gonna take our embossed gold foil, and we're going to put a bunch of dimensionals, because this needs dimensionals right there. 1 and 2 and 4 and 5. These are 5. If I did not say hi to everybody, hello everybody that are popping on. Thank you for joining me. And then we are going to put this one offsetting it the opposite way. Okay. Then we're taking a strip of the designer series paper. This is another pattern. So we have these two patterns and the leafy pattern that I showed you in the packet. I'm going to put a little bit, I'm going to do this here. And then, let me close this one. I'm going to grab a few of the mini dimensionals. And put him on the edge. Okay. And I'm gonna glue it like such. Okie dokie. Easy peasy, nice and easy. Now, I am going to grab this and put a bunch of dimensionals on my label. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And I'm going to put this one flush to my card. This one, yeah, I'm gonna put it flush to my card. Yes, I was just checking something. And I'm gonna put it like such. Okay. How do I want to do it? I want to do it. Maybe I'm gonna do it offsetting it right there. This one is a little bit different. And then, because I was just debating, and then I'm going to take my ribbon, do a nice bow, okay, and I can use less, and go ahead and do my bow, pull this, and this, and this, and pull my tails. And then grab my scissors, and then I will trim at the end there. I'm gonna grab a mini glue dot and grab my bow. I'm gonna grab 2, and I'm going to put this one like such. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to trim this, trim that. So we have that. And then, actually, I'm going to move this one a bit. Hopefully it will not cause any trouble. Nope, there we go. There. This is how it was designed. Then I'm gonna grab a strip of the same paper. So I'm bringing the outside to the inside, and I'm gonna attach it to my card. Obviously, you can stamp whichever sentiment you wanna stamp, or maybe I'm gonna show you what I would stamp from my Bright and Happy Christmas Wishes. Wishing you and yours all the best. I would put it down here, and probably I could do that. Yes. And now I'm risking, because I already glued my designer series paper, but we're gonna be good and try to stamp it. Okay, so that is there, and I'm going to stamp wishing you and yours all the best. Okay, so now I can glue my insert. I need to trim for a smidget of here and put it inside my card. So this is a very duplicatable, if you want to call it that way, card. We're gonna add our embellishments and watch. So For this one, I'm going to do something. I'm going to show you the original and then show you what you can also do. So for the original, we're using the clear here, okay? And for mine, just to show you the way you could do it, let's see, I have 1, 2, and 3 spots. So I will put my dig under here and put my cherry cobbler there. I would do then this one right there. So 1, 2, and then I'll do, because this one is semi, 1, 2, and I'll go, because I don't have, oh, I can put it down here, because this one is gonna grab, because if I put it down here, I can do it down here, something different. Okay, so there you go for tonight. These are your projects, remember. So I'm going to show you the projects, how they will be in your tutorial if you decide to either get the class or just the tutorial. So this is the project number 2, and this is the project number 1 as the picture shows in the tutorial. And then you have just the alternative with the different colors berries, since you get a whole packet of them. Okay, oops, let's bring them down. There you go. So for tonight, these are the 2 samples for the class. I hope you enjoyed it. And as I said, if you did not register by the deadline, you still have time to get the kit to recreate these projects now that you've seen them, and you can wait until we show you all the projects to decide if you want the classes or not, the class packet. You can either, as I said, purchase the entire kit as it was sent out originally, or you can just have one of the 2 classes, but you would not know until I show you the other one. So stick around. I will see you tomorrow, Monday at 4 p.m. for the part 2 of the day 2 of the class, and I will show you 2 more projects with the Jolly Holly bundle. Okay, one will be a card and one will be a box, a 3D. So each class will have 3 cards and 1 box. So I hope you will join me tomorrow. In the meantime, have a great evening, and thank you for being and watching. Good night.